Good evening, welcome to this special episode of the Hearthstone Half Hour, or several half hours. I'm Hammy, this is FailCraft Casts. Hope you're all well and good. It is the last bit of Curse of Naxxramas, 5 weeks since the beginning. We're going to be jumping into Frostworm Lair, and for starters we're going to take a look at Sapphiron. If you're live on stream, don't go away, we're going to be doing as many bosses as we can. And then looking at the heroics. If you're on YouTube, please do go and check out the other videos on youtube.com/FailCraftCasts. Right, without further ado, let's jump on in. So, I've been trying to play these as blind as possible, and as we unlock that key...
Come face me, interloper!
Come face me, interloper. We're going to go and visit Kalthuzad himself with a very icy chill flying over the top there. So, first things first, let's take a look at Sapphiron.
My massive frostworm awaits! Dress warm.
One of the legendary dragons enslaved by Kalthuzad, and with icy powers, so frostbreaths destroy all enemy minions that aren't frozen. Interesting. So we would quite like frozen minions in that case. So I don't know anything else about this fight apart from by the sounds of that frostbreath power. If it destroys all minions that aren't frozen, I would quite like minions to be frozen if I want them to survive. So does Sapphiron use abilities that freeze me, or can I somehow freeze my own minions? Interesting to see. So we're doing this as a play and learn. We'll jump on in, just play it blind, see how it goes, pick a deck. I'm going to take Control Warrior as a miscellaneous starting deck, and then once we've seen how the fight plays out, we'll start looking at tweaking our deck or picking entirely new decks to try and fight it with. Let's go into the lair.
This is Sapphiron.
Sapphiron time.
Victory on deck!
Okay, so I'm starting with a Control Warrior. I have no idea what's going to await me. All I know is that my minions that aren't frozen will perish. Interesting, and I instantly get a frozen champion. Permanently frozen. Adjacent minions are immune to frostbreath.
Interloper like yourself.
Interesting, so I will always have two minions, one minion either side that is immune to frostbreath. So that's interesting. I want to play minions either side of this to make sure that they don't get frostbreath away. There we go, there's frostbreath. And Sapphiron trying to nuke all my things, down goes a mana worm. So Sapphiron has got mage abilities. Very interesting. Okie dokie, let's see what we're doing. Right, well, we know that we want one minion either side of this, and you can see that frozen champion is going to prevent our minions getting binned by Sapphiron's 0 hero power. So that's quite nice. I think we may as well get an Armsmith out, see what we can do there. So the hero power, as Wilkes has said in the chat, the hero power does sound a bit OP, but I did not know they had this kind of frozen champion. So you can use that frozen champion to protect a minion either side of it from the frostbite, which is good. Okay, what have we got? Skeletal Smith, Death Rattle, destroy your opponent's weapon. Okay, I want to get rid of that. Shield Slam and Shield Block. Well, I can armour up, but then I'm not going to be able to quite remove either of those. There's one thing I can do here. And that thing I can do is Shield Slam out to remove that last thing in there. That's nice, I'll happily take that.
Strike.
Even if Sapphiron does decide to remove those Frostbreath, you can see the Frostbreath, because of this frozen champion, is not doing anything. Ooh, and there we go, there's the takeout, that mana worm buffed up, taking out my Armorsmith. So what have I got? Well, I've got a Corcoran Elite I can jump in and charge with, and of course with the 3 health I'm going to be able to remove something off of that. Whirlwind is of course an option that could get things down low. Shield Block could give me card draw. I think that a Corcoran is not too bad. Now do I want to go for the trade? Well, if I go for this trade and that 1 health, it's a bit of a shame to lose the damage, because I'll be able to pick that off anyway. So I'm going to charge in and do another 4. There's the 3-3. I didn't see that was a shade of Naxxramas.
Stop hiding behind that block of ice! Naxxramas is ours.
Naxxramas is ours, and there's a freeze. Freezes the minion, and then goes in for me. Interesting, so he's dropping freezes to stop me attacking. And of course those will get more powerful each turn they stay on the table. So I need to try and get rid of them's. Now that I can get rid of, that's fine. With the shield block into a shield slam, I can easily pick one of those off the deck. So, to jump into that, okay, I can Whirlwind and then execute. That'll actually allow me to both without jumping into the Shield Slam. Execute, I generally prefer to save for a larger minion, but I'll use it in that case. Okay, we've got an unstable ghoul, just a straight trade there. If I can get rid of that dancing swords, I will be able to draw a card. Very nice. And you know what, I'm happy with that because I can just shield slam in and draw a card. Removing that lovely. Out comes the Fury War Axe, I like that, so we can shield block. Throw down an axe, the axe can remove that minion. Now of course I don't want this frozen champion being destroyed, because if that is destroyed, then of course I lose my Frostbreath protection. So I do have to be careful that I don't get this sort of strafe down, as it were. There's a Mana Worm. I've got my big finishes in hand, I've got the Whirlwind sitting there, feeling good thus far. So here we go, you can see that of course I'm killing all of these unstable balls, and they are doing damage slowly to this frozen champion. So it's going to be interesting. What are your thoughts on the next decks and cards? I think that Echoing Ooze is going to be an interesting card in aggro decks. That's the main thought. The Death Rattles, it'll be interesting to see people try and build Death Rattle decks as well. So, you know, if you're comboing old Baron Rivendare, who triggers Death Rattles twice, it could be quite an interesting combo. I'll be honest with you, each week the metagame has maybe shifted very slightly, but that's only because they've been releasing the cards in dribs and drabs. So once Frostmourne, just in general the next boss's cards use, a lot of them are totally Ember, but they're meant to be. And they're nice because they give you different challenges, like a Patchwork's Hook for example. Swinging in with a weapon, drawing no cards, really interesting. So there goes the Frostbolt, a Waning Soul, drops down, silences other minions. So we can see that Sapphiron now has no cards in hand, and it looks as though, touch wood, that we've got control of this game. I can copy another Frozen Grommash, but that doesn't sound too fun. What I might just do is throw down a Raganos, because why not? Ooh, now note that it's minions at either side. Now I've actually played that in entirely the wrong position. That's just going to die, so that was a misplay. I should have dropped that the other side of that Frozen Champion. So, there's a nice little learning for you. Oh dear, there's Frostbreath, and my Rag is going to perish. Schoolboy error. There we go, nice trade. My weapon will get destroyed on that Death Rattle. Luckily I've only got one left. So I made a little bit of a boo-boo there. Now interestingly, I could Faceless into another one of those Frozen Champions. That will mean I can have even more minions on the table. They get protected from the Frostbreath. So let's drop a No Mission Inventor, gives me a card draw, I get an Naxxramas. My weapon is going to disappear anyway, so there we go. So it looks as at the moment though, I've got Sapphiron under control.
Join me in death.
Okay, so down goes a Necronite. Death Rattle, that will destroy minions next to it, but I would much rather push forward. So let's throw this one in there, drop it down. Let's keep that pressure on, because I think that we're close to a victory. I do love priests and taunts, they're a whole bunch of fun. Okay, we seem to be there or thereabouts. He's building up a bit of a presence here on the table. Of course, silencing that Necronite a great play because it stops the destruction of all minions if the Necronite goes down, so very nice there. What I can do, when I can draw, I can execute, get that off the table, armour up, and we can put ourselves within fingertips of victory. Needs to kill both of those. Up, Blizzard. So he does get on all those trees, which is good. I'm not going to attack with any of those for another game, but it looks as though Sapphiron is going down. Baron Geddon will let me charge in for a bit more damage. I can just drop a Corkronate. Let's get that in there. So I think we can say goodbye to Sapphiron. Turns out Control Warrior was not the best. Have you ever Murloc decked? Yes. Guilty confessions. Right, let's throw down a Geddon, that's a little bit excessive, and good game. So that was Sapphiron. Interesting use of Faceless Manipulator there to get another one of those frozen champions out.
I do not like you.
Sapphiron defeated, and we have Echoing Eaves. That is an evil minion that I'm going to throw straight into a Paladin deck afterwards. I've missed a lethal. Welcome Rajanog. Welcome Wilk Seasage. Oh, Perrick, hello to you. Great to have you all with us, and Flobbit too. Really lovely to have you all tuning in this evening. Okay, there we go. So
This next fight will not be easy. I hear the boss is all powerful and very handsome.
okie dokie. Apparently the final boss is very handsome, but Kel'Thuzad is talking about himself. So if you are live on stream, do not go away. We're going to be going straight on to Kel'Thuzad. If you are on YouTube or similar, we'll do a sign-off for YouTube. Come and check out our other vids, and you can find them here. youtube.com/FailCraft Casts, the Hearthstone half hour. We do 5 nights a week as well as other things. You can come tune in live, twitch.tv/FailCraft Cast, and on Twitter we're at FailCraft Casts. So if you're live, please don't go away. And if you're on YouTube, hopefully see you soon.